Hey guys, it's Alyssa here. Since I can no longer join you all in class, I'm going to be making a series of online videos to add a little fun to learning since none of us can go outside. Today we're going to be talking about time and what makes it tick. This is a clock. All of the numbers and lines that you see on clocks at home or at school make up the face of the clock. What are some things that make clocks special? Take a second to think about it. So, now that you have had time to either look at a clock or think back to one that you have seen, you would have noticed three things. First of all, you would have noticed that there are two hands and that one hand is bigger than the other. Second, you would have noticed that both hands are always moving, but that one hand is always faster than the other. Third, you would have noticed that there was a total of 12 numbers on the face of that clock. So remember when I was talking about the face of a clock and what made it special? Well, there's even more to that, since the big numbers represent hours, while the small numbers represent minutes within the hour. By using these numbers and the hands on the clock, which we'll discuss more in a minute, you are able to tell the time on a clock. Remember those small hands that I talked about earlier? They don't look like the hands humans have, but they are actually the hands on a clock. The longer hand you see is the minute hand, while the small hand is the hour hand, which moves slower than the minute hand. Now that we know how an analog clock works, we are going to discuss digital clocks and how they work because they are the most commonly used form of clock. They're even in our cell phones. But how do you read a digital clock? Well, it's easy. The hour is on the left, while the minutes are on the right, so we read the time just like a book. But what's that funny looking dude in the middle there? Why is he even there? Those two little dots you see are just to represent the differences between hours and minutes. If that little guy weren't there, we'd all be confused about what time it is. These guys do have a name though. Together they make up the colon. Today, we got to know the basics of a clock and how it tells time. To let me know what you guys have learned, leave a comment under the video telling what you have learned about clocks and what you have been doing at home since we've all been stuck here for weeks on end. I'll talk to you guys soon and we'll be back with a new video as soon as possible. Bye!